everybody, and welcome back again to Let's Play Dishonored. It's a new morning and it's also a whole new game because I have supernatural powers now, thanks to the outsider who gave them to us without even being asked to do so. And well, at the moment I only have one supernatural power. I only have Blink. But I do have one rune at my disposal, so I can take another one. Also, apparently, we do have yet another rune in the vicinity, so I will attempt to find that today. And I have been picking up all the thingies lying around this room. Apparently, they are part of a DLC. I did buy all of the DLC when I bought the game, and it seems that one of them is a collection of bone charms, and bone charms apparently give you certain perks if you equip them. So I picked 7 of them that seemed useful. If you want to know what they are, it's Void Channel, powers effects slightly improved, blast resistant, damage from explosions reduced slightly, White Rat's Friend, white rats won't attack you, but I guess non-white rats still do. Gutter Feast. White rats can be consumed for mana. Mana is, I guess, my blue health bar, the one that gets consumed when I use my powers, and I can replenish it with a remedy or by eating a white rat. So I guess I have to start eating rats after all. Good Lungs. Breath capacity in water increased slightly. Delicate Touch, breaking glass sound is moderately reduced. And Quick Dodge, enemies miss more often with arrows and bolts. So I mostly took skills that are kinda defensive or improve my stealth abilities. And I can switch them around, I suppose, if I need to. But yeah, we also have some books in this room. I have read them already. They are interesting, but they are very, very long, so I think I'm not going to read them again on camera, because that would take about 10 minutes probably. But we have one over here written by the Spy Master. We have one on some person called Slackjaw, and one from a person called Granny Rex. I don't pretend I understand everything that's going on in these books, but they were an interesting read nevertheless. So, I guess we're going to look for that rune now. That's actually my optional objective, and I would like to do it before I continue with my primary task. Also, I would like to look around this place a little bit. For example, apparently I can go over here, but maybe I'm going to do that later. Let's
Should I clear space for Samuel then?
If you like.
Find
but
that
he won't
rune
use
first.
Why?
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh.
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder?
Also, I totally should use my heart on some of these people.
The other servants don't like her.
Okay, why?
Work is never done for the lowly servant. Somewhere in the basements below, Hound kills Hound, and money changes hands.
Oh, I guess this is more about this place in general.
Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time.
Yeah, I guess this is about the Hound Pit's pub in general. I have been in here. Wallace, I have not talked to you yet, I think.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you. By your bearing, I'd say so. Lord Pendleton's great-grandfather took a Sokonan chambermaid to wife. On second thought, the story doesn't bear repeating. Even the finest blood can go bad here and there.
Okay.
There's a little Tivian blood in the Pendleton line. That's the worst anyone could say about them. I think it's come out in the brothers, just a little bit. My Lord Trevor's pure as the Empress herself, I'm happy to say.
You seem to be very concerned about noble bloodlines.
The Pendletons are quite wealthy, but they were noble long before that.
Okay, that makes sense.
You've heard rumors about the Pendleton mines being worked by slaves, I suppose. Mm-hmm. Never been there myself, and I refuse to believe it.
Okay. Actually, I think I did read about that in one of the books that I've just read in my room. The one about Slackjaw, I believe, mentioned something to that extent. But why are you talking about the Pendletons all the time? Are you like a servant of the Pendletons?
They say Custis Pendleton made an improper remark to the Empress once, and you ejected him from a state dinner before asking who he was. Well done, I say.
Yes, every little thing he says is about the Pendletons.
This plague has ruined the social season for all of us.
Well, that's a pity. Okay, that's all the dialogue, so what does the Heart have to say about him?
He spies on his neighbors and reports to the overseers.
Well, that's not nice. No one likes a snitch.
Only after a long day of work will he return to his home and family.
Okay.
He always eats very well, even as his wife and child grow thin.
That's not very nice either.
It is in the common man that the Abbey finds its most faithful. He steals from his business partner a little every day.
Well, the more I hear about this guy, the less I like him, and I just met him like 2 minutes ago.
Some men can still find work along the waterfront. He didn't tend to that cut, and now it festers.
Well, maybe you should do something about that.
A man is only as common as his dreams.
Huh.
All that he had was lost in the flood.
Okay.
Only after a long day of work will he return to his home and family.
Okay, so now we're getting repeating dialogue, so I guess going to move on. Hang on a second, I think we have a few more rooms around here. Huh. Well, judging from all of these medals, I'm guessing this is Admiral Havelock's room. Alright. Let me move the Heart away because it's making weird noises all the time and that's making me nervous. Yeah, let's use the audiograph player first.
Corvo seems to have arrived in good shape. Much better than I expected, given what I've seen of Coldridge Prison. He seems willing to work with us, and he shouldn't lack for motivation. The man has lost everything. We'll judge how he performs in the field. And if I can, I'll find a way to test him personally.
Okay, that's good to know. Oh, I think I talked to you very shortly,
Good day, Master Corvo.
but you don't have much to say.
Lydia and I trade chores sometimes, and I'm starting to think I never come out ahead. She's a smart one.
So you're another servant?
I hope the attic's to your liking. I've slept there myself on summer nights.
I'm trying to prevent her from walking away because I want to talk to her.
I went and knocked on the front door a few nights ago for a joke. No one thought it was funny.
I can hardly imagine why. I mean, we're all being searched for by
My
the
sister lost a tooth
police
last
or
month,
whatever.
fighting
city
off some
guard.
officer from the City Watch. The sooner the Lord Regent is gone, the better, I say.
I agree with that. Yeah, I wish people would stop walking away while I'm trying to talk to them. But let's have a look at these books as well. Admiralty and the Fleet, excerpt from a book on naval history. While each of the isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Bristol, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age in the cities of Bristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates or crush seditious uprisings as during the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Crystal continues to innovate at sea. The ship designs of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard in the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin their butchery and processing even as the ship returns to Dunwell. That Sokolov guy is like doing everything, right? He's painting pictures, he's designing remedies or elixirs, he's building ships. There's nothing this guy can't do, apparently. The crews can be seen working on their latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Wrenhaven River, coming to dock with one of the powerful warehouse companies, such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. Okay, well, interesting. I think I saw another book over here. Yes. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2. Maybe I should read this after I found Volume 1, because I'm afraid I won't be able to understand it if I don't read the first entry. And I haven't found that one so far. Oh well, here it is. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1. Or A Gaffer's Early Adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood. Leaving behind our home city of Yardo and the cold but beautiful white landscapes we had always known, we boarded a ship for Dunwell. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I'd ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so as the wind and pounding waves. Racing after a wounded whale being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned, tanned and sinewy with muscle, weather creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy having found my purpose. Well, whaling is really important in this place. I can see that. Okay, let's check out Volume 2. A Gaffer's Final Passage. Okay, after more than a quarter of a century, I am done with whaling, too broken to continue. That's a rather huge time skip between Volume 1 and 2. I've seen all the corners of the Isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime. But it's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Fair young empress she was, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world and sailed in the loneliest waters you could imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pandyssia. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly weather-scarred men who would knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, gaff-hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we'd seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. Oh, none of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. That is quite a drastic change of mood between Volume 1 and 2. Okay, okay, I see. Anyway, we have even more to explore over here. Harpooner's song. What will we do with a drunken whaler? Early in the morning. Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner. That's not quite the song I remember, but it's for a whaler, not a sailor. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Stuff him in a sack and throw him over. Wow, what a dark song. Anyway, give me that. Oh, more to eat. Litany on the White Cliff. Excerpt from a series of Overseer invocations by High Overseer Abram Templeton. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd for the foggy grey ways of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way. And those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. Huh. So is the outsider some kind of devil figure? At least to the overseers? Okay. I've not been here before. Okay, this is back outside. And let me grab the heart again. Okay, the rune is somewhere over there, but let me have a quick look around here. Might be loot, but there isn't. Oh, and now I'm back on the outside. We talked already, right?
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
Well, I'm sorry for your
Her
loss.
servant wages will not be enough to fix her father's debts.
Oh, look at that. Another tartlet. I'll eat
For
it.
all the hard work, there is little reward for her.
Well, that sucks.
If she lives until tomorrow, her day off, she will be mauled by weepers and left for dead.
So, can you see into the future, Heart, or is this just a theory?
Do not pity the servant. There is pride in the job well done.
Okay.
Deals are made here, sometimes under the influence of wine, and sometimes the influence is the point of a knife.
Okay, I guess now they're talking about the place again rather than a specific person. Yeah, let's try to find that rune. It seems to be somewhere over here. Huh, okay. I guess I can use my blink to get over here. And over here. Ah, okay. I found it. There we go. Play your way, powers. The powers you obtain from runes can be used creatively to defeat enemies or move through the environment. Blink from roof to roof, possess rats and fish, or slow time before rushing a group of enemies. Okay. So, I think I have 2 runes now. So I'll have a look at my powers in a second to see what I want to do with those runes. But first, let's try to get back. I guess I could swim, right? Don't actually have to blink. Oh! I just took some damage. How? Weird. Well, it wasn't much damage, but I definitely got damaged by something.
Samuel Beechworth went to sea to forget a
Aren't
hopeless
slow these
love.
days.
He succeeded.
River's silting up.
I'm just listening to the heart telling me secrets about you, Sam.
The boatman has a
Strange
good
little
heart
Eddie here.
and respects you.
Think maybe a riverboat went under?
I don't know.
Samuel is a simple man, but he knows the River Redhaven and all its tributaries, down to the smallest inlet.
Well, I guess that's a good thing for a riverman to know.
He has many scars, some from the phlegm of the river crusts, some from the nameless monsters of the deep ocean. Samuel was once eager to hear Havelock's stories of the sea, but perhaps the Admiral is not what he expected.
Okay, tell me more about that, Sam.
Samuel Beechworth went to sea to forget a hopeless love. He succeeded.
Okay. I think I like him more than the other guy, Wallace. At least according to what the heart has been telling me. Oh, got more stuff over here I can pick up. So, do I want to go and talk to the Admiral now? He's probably somewhere around here. Of course, I'm curious. What does the heart tell me about him?
Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound, they all go in.
Okay, is this about the place or about him?
Admiral Havelock has seen more corpses than all the rest put together.
Okay, well, I guess that comes with his line of job.
He has killed whales and men for profit and pleasure.
Okay, this is a little bit more disconcerting.
He has the bloodlust. He tried to seize control of the military after the Empress. After she, the Empress, was murdered.
Yes, I think so. Huh, well, interesting things I learn about you here.
Look at him. Admiral Havelock grows restless on land.
Makes sense.
There was a younger brother, an artist, sensitive, soft, taken at 9 by a fever. Havelock loved him truly. Admiral Havelock has seen more corpses than all the rest put together.
The heart
Well,
is
let's
quite
get down
useful
to it.
indeed.
First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Caldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece.
Okay.
Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you.
Okay.
Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Okay, so I just got my next mission here. Travel with Samuel, the boatman, to your first mission. And apparently this is going to be my first target. And he was also talking about some guy. An ally to the loyalist, Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape. Alright, I will attempt to do so. Oh, hang on a second.
She hides her hands. They are raw and scarred from the washing. The common woman, she fears the abbey and the plague. She is a seamstress in a shop frequented by the wealthy.
These are rather simple facts about her.
There is nothing common about the work she does every day. All she wants is to lay herself down in the middle of Farming Street and await death.
That is very sad.
The fabric of the city is made
Just
of
you wait.
stuff such as she.
I'll own this place one day. I've dreamed it.
Well, I wish you luck with that.
She starves so that her children can have bread.
Well, that's better than the other guy who eats a lot while his wife gets
They
thinner.
top off the wine with river water, but eventually someone swoons. Then fresh bottles are fetched from the cellars.
I will probably spend the rest of this game just running around and listening to the stuff the heart's telling me. Also, what are you reading here? The Exquisite Towel Boy. Excerpt from a letter of public concern by anonymous authors. What you've read here is the truth regardless of what you will hear from the authorities who rule over us. It is not a matter of coincidence that the former royal spy master is the one who stepped in when the late empress fell. We who will remain nameless believe that these events are interconnected. The signs of oppression are all around us. The Sokolov designs originally intended to provide light and warmth in our homes have been turned against us as a means of inspiring fear and controlling our movements through the city. And where did this plague originate? Some say it was imported. A wild theory? Perhaps. One of our members risked her life to obtain an internal report from the government, which we will be printing and sharing soon, called The Exquisite Tall Boy, extolling the virtues of this newest member of the City Watch. To those in the street below, these virtues are horrors spread by stilted thugs who rain down fire on the sick and the poor. To these eyes, the tall boy is another government bully, armed with incendiary devices, thickly armored and standing high overhead, looking down at the common people of the city. We now know that the tall boys are heavily drugged, imbibing a substance that renders them resistant to pain, but also dulls whatever empathy they might normally possess. Exquisite? We think not. Copy these words and share them with your neighbors, and remember, when the tides are lowest, the truth will be revealed. That's very interesting. Tall boy? Okay. Anyway, are there more people I can use the heart on? I would like to find the Pendleton guy.
Oh, Corvo? If you've a moment.
Sure.
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
I think I actually met your uncle, and he mentioned you. Mission clues. Callista has an uncle who is a captain of the Dunwall City Watch. Captain Kernow is a decent man trying to make the best of a corrupt regime and enact change from within. He's meeting much resistance. Okay. Optional. Spare Captain Kernow. Ensure Captain Kernow survives his visit to the office of the High Overseer. Huh. Well, that might be difficult, but I guess I will make an attempt to do so. Also, where's Piero? I would like to look into your dark, dark heart. There we go. Oh, wrong button.
Each and every night the black-eyed outsider visits upon Pierre's dreams.
Well, he also visited my dreams, so there's that.
He is Pierre Joplin. Even now he visualizes the next invention. Astonishing. I wish you could see it too.
Depends. Is it some kind of invention that's supposed to turn humans into whale oil producers?
Poor Piero. His elixirs have cured so much for so many, but they cannot cure his brain fevers.
Brain fevers.
The youngest ever to pass through the Academy of Natural Sciences. Sokolov will never forgive him that.
Yeah, there's definitely a rivalry going on between these two.
He has spied upon Callista as she bathes, more than once.
That's not nice.
Each and every night the black-eyed outsider visits upon Pierre's dreams.
Okay. But as it happens, I actually want to talk to you because I found a bunch more money.
What can I do for you?
So I might be able to buy more of your equipment. So I already got all the sleep bowls. May as well fill up my normal bowls as well. What kinds of upgrades do you offer? Crossbow accuracy, crossbow range, crossbow reload. Oh, even more sleep dart capacity. Oh, and he has a rune. Yeah, I'm totally taking the rune. I guess a few of these rewire tools might not be a bad idea. Disable security devices or make them work in your favor by using a rewire tool on the circuitry panel for the security device you want to hack. This consumes a rewire tool. Okay. Rewired walls of light, arc pylons and watchtowers will harm your enemies instead of you, while rewired alarms will be fully disabled. Judging from the picture here, these walls of lights and arc pylons are pretty much deadly. So I'm guessing if I rewire them to kill my enemies, it would count as a kill. Okay. But I think I still want like one or two of them. Still might be useful at some point. I have 3 of these remedies, but guess it doesn't hurt to take a few more. I'm going to skip the trap, and I'm going to skip the grenade. Again, it's pretty lethal. And I have crossbow bolts for, you know, killing people. So maybe I don't want to use them. But I could upgrade some of this. Sleep dart sedative effects is immediate even in combat. Oh, hell yeah. Going to get this. Corvo's pistol upgrade. Don't even have a pistol, so that doesn't really help me. Lowers dispersion and stabilizes crossbow aim. Crossbow bolts travel faster and further. I think I want that. Okay, I could afford more of them, but I think I'm going to save some money. Who knows? Maybe I will find another person selling me stuff at some point. So maybe I shouldn't spend all of my money just yet. Okay, and I should totally use my runes to actually get new skills. So, I have 3 runes. And I definitely want dark vision. See in the dark and see living beings through walls, including their fields of vision. Representations of the sounds that you make are also visible. So, the only other full stealth game that I've played is Deus Ex. And in that game you had skills that were quite similar to the dark vision, and that was always one of the first that I took when I had the chance to do so. So I think I'm going to take it here as well, because that's going to be quite useful. Yes, please. Press right mouse button to see in the dark and to reveal living beings through solid walls. You can also see their fields of view as well as a visual representation of the sound you make. Level 2 shows you important items through walls like security devices, weapons, ammo, coins, keys or traps. I could get level 2 because I have 2 more runes. Or do I want to take any of these? I honestly don't know. I mean, stuff like this would also be useful. Vitality, bend time, slows time for a short duration, but that one costs 2 runes to get. I don't know. Maybe I should save a few runes and see what I need in the course of my next mission. You know, kind of like in Deus Ex, I always kept a few praxis kits available in case I needed a specific skill during a mission. Yeah, it's rather late in this episode, so I'm not sure if I want to start my mission already. Oh, I'm going to steal your key. Just because I can. Instead, might be able to do a little bit more exploration here, and then in the next episode we're going on our first real mission. I think this has not been here before.
Does part of the soul live in the heart? If the heart keeps beating, does that mean that the spirit is never released into oblivion? I can keep a heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for any essence trapped within? It'd be easier if I created these processes in waking hours. I am uneasy pursuing avenues that emanate from my dreaming mind.
Maybe that's for a good reason. Because some of the things you come up with are quite disturbing. Yeah, I'm still trying to find the Pendleton guy again, because I want to use a heart on him as well. And we've seen that little walkway on the second floor, so I guess this is something I can explore as well. Where did we see Pendleton the last time? He was in one of these rooms, I think. A Gaffer's Tale Volume 2. I have read that one already. The Shadow on Bitterleaf. Excerpt from a larger work of fiction. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise esoteric patterns, knots and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face toward me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. "So you are the lover, I presume. You have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended." What in the world? I don't understand half of the books I'm reading here. Litany on the White Cliff. Yes, I have read that. Ooh, more money. I think the last time we saw Pendleton, he was in here. But now he's not anymore, so I have no idea where he went to. That's a pity. I am sure the heart has a lot of interesting stuff to tell about him. Anyway, let's try to get to that walkway again. So I have to find the stairs. This place is almost like a maze. Okay, the stairs over here. go through here. Have we talked already? I think we have.
I overheard the Admiral at breakfast, talking about the Overseers. That's all I heard. And I think it's better if I don't know too much about what you people are doing.
You're Callista,
She's
right?
Callista Kernow.
Yes.
She has learned to defend herself in this treacherous city. She and her uncle, the last of the Kernow family.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will try to save him if I can. Anyway, let's see what's going on outside here. Also, that's a beautiful sunset, sunrise. I'm guessing it's a sunrise because we just woke up from our dream with the outsider, right? Okay. Oh, what is this place? The Fugu Feast. Fuge? Fugue? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Excerpt from a book on the celebrations and holidays. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the Fugue Feast. The new year has not started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservations. It's almost like carnival. When the right cosmological signs are observed and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting High Overseer calls for the hymn of atonement and the Fugu feast's end. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down their weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths. For this time during the astrological alignment does not exist and is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marked on the first day of the month of the earth, and as it has always been. Interesting tradition.
Elementary sums. History of the Isles. Geography of the Isles. The Seven Strictures. Litany of the White Cliff. Sayings of the Overseer. One day we'll get a few new books.
Again, I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. Call to the Spheres, Volume 1. My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was a creation of Orcado, third prefect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He was exhilarated, savoring each of the small craft's undulations. Orcado pulled a lever and a great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough, as if, knowing my thoughts, Overseer Bryn looked at me and smiled. Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turpitude of the void on our way to the outer spheres. So is this some kind of flying machine? A rocket, maybe? Huh. Okay. And we have yet another book over here. The Trials of Aptitude. I'm pretty sure I read this already, back in the prison. So apparently sometimes you find duplicate books. Okay, I think I found, well, maybe not everything in here, but most of it, hopefully. And I guess I'm going to end the episode here. And in the next one, we will finally go on our first real mission, killing the High Overseer. And I hope that after that we will return to this place so I can, like, you know, meet the Pendleton guy again and maybe explore whatever place I have not explored so far. But yeah, let me go back outside. Let's be quick. quick about it. Okay, here we go. I'm supposed to meet with Samuel and he's going to take me to my next mission, which we are going to do in the next episode. So I hope you're looking forward to that. And until then, I hope you enjoyed and see you again next time.